then we'll break the highs. That's what we'll be expecting for USD Canada. Okay. Now, this week reminded me why trading isn't about being right. It's about managing risk. In today's Saturday's Edge, we'll recap what happened on DXY, Euro USD, and Pound Dollar. We're going to look at it next week, and I'll also give you an honest update on a $10,000 challenge that I bought this week. All right, let's get into it. The first thing we can notice is that this week on the weekly time frame, that the market closed as a doji. A doji practically means indecision. So when we say a doji means indecision, it means that the market neither went up nor down. It was neither bullish nor bearish. That is what a doji means. Now, if we move down a step lower to the daily time frame here, we can see that there was an interesting thing that happened on the last day. The market closed as a pin bar. Okay, so a pin bar is a very interesting sign, and this pin bar is a bullish pin bar. It shows us that it is a bullish confirmation for next week on the support zone. So we probably would be saying more bullish continuation on the dollar next week. Okay, now after doing that, now let's look at what we can see on Euro USD based on last week. So based on last week, now there are two things that happened. The market didn't entirely break out from this zone that we expected market to break from, and then we can also see the pin bar right here on Friday that happened. If you step in lower to the 4-hour time frame, you see that we didn't literally break this zone that I expected us to break. We had a fake out into it and we bounced right up again. So I'll be looking for more bearish confirmation to enter the short on Euro USD. Okay. Now let's quickly move to the pound dollar. On the pound dollar, we can see two things. Going back into the weekly time frame where we first spotted the resistance zone, the market has clearly now settled above the resistance zone, and now it has turned to the support zone. Okay, so now last week we expected a rejection from the zone right here to the downside. Okay, but market just ate the resistance zone and now we are back. We can also see that if you move to the daily time frame on candlesticks, you can see very well that market retested it and then you went to the upside. However, we also have a pin bar right here. So probably if the market should retest to this zone, and then maybe we'll look for a sell down to probably here or something. So that is what we'll be expecting. The reason why I'm saying all this is that if you look at the news that we have this week, on Tuesday we have our CPI inflation data that's coming out on Tuesday. All right. And on Wednesday we have our PPI data. So this is one thing that you should also look for. Also, you could have noticed on today right now we have news that the Iran-US war has resumed. So this is probably going to affect the dollar, and there may be probably demand for the dollar this coming week. Having said that, now what next can we also look for now on my account that I bought? Okay, let me just quickly accept this this trading policy from Fundy Pips. Okay, I'm going to do this later. Now for my Fundy Pips account, I took a 4% loss, like three different losses back to back. So that is not really a good way Oh, that's not what I was expecting actually to start the account. Okay. Now, what are we going to be looking for in this week on the dollar now? Based on what we've seen on the dollar now, we will be expecting more bullish target on the dollar. Okay. So we'll be expecting bullish target on the dollar right there. Probably we'll see a retracement to this zone, to this mini support zone, before we start going for the highs above. Okay, if that does not happen and if we don't break this zone, we'll be looking for sells at this after the break of this zone right here. Okay, now translating this into Euro USD. Translating this into Euro USD is also the same thing. We'll be expecting market to break this structure here. Okay, now we are still expecting our forecast of Euro USD reaching the 1.2 zone, 200 pips from here. So it's still on our mind, and then we'll see how it happens, if it gets there or not. Okay, and on the pound dollar, same thing now. On the pound dollar, same thing now. We just expect market to retrace up here and then go back down. Okay, because right now we are on a resistance zone, a mini resistance zone right here. Then let me just quickly draw it so you can see that. So we can see that we are in a mini resistance zone here. So market can easily feed off of this and move lower. Okay. Now somebody mentioned me to do USDCAD. So I'm just going to try to do USDCAD also. So for USDCAD is a very complex thing sort of. Okay, so for USDCAD, you can see that the market has clearly been consolidating. So the market has been consolidating. We can see that we have been testing the highs here, and we've also broken down the zone. So now what we will be looking for, we'll be looking for a retest of this zone right here to come down here, and then we'll break the highs. That's what we'll be expecting for USD Canada. Okay, now after that, if you've ever taken a drawdown like what I have right now with funding pips, I want you to know that it's real, it's understandable, and this is going to be something that we can also come out from. Okay, 1 week does not define your trading career. Your response to it does. Until next Saturday, stay patient, stay disciplined, and keep hunting pips. Thank you.